They get to host postseason baseball for their Rangers for the first time. Division series on Fox presented by Booking.com. I'm Joe Davis. For the Orioles, who led the American League with 100, how do they keep that streak going and keep their season alive?
Well, they've been strike battle against this vaunted lineup for Texas. That's what they're going to have to do.
Rangers team, probably the hottest team in baseball at this point at the right time. They are perfect.
It was such a good game, and the Texas Rangers made a play late. Young made timing. They did everything you have to do. Now, game 2 was a total here at home. They haven't been home in a while. The crowd's going to be crazy.
The championship series for the first time in 12 years. Bruce Bochy and Evaldi here in game 3. It's the Rangers. It's the Orioles.
What a night for Trace Thompson. He has not.
First home game in nearly 3 weeks for these Tech. They go 3-4 on that trip to blow the division that they'd led all year. Close to 7,000 miles later, they're back in Texas, 1 win away.
It's been a little bit of a, let's say, get back to form. He got back plate, and he throws an occasional curveball and cutter. Look, he's a big game.
It's in his home state. Last Wednesday in St. Pete, 1 run over 6 in championship series. Against this lineup for the Orioles in game 3 with the rookie gunner at first base hitting cleanup. First right-hander they face, so first start for Ryan's out for Brandon Hyde. The umpiring crew continues to rotate. The crew chief now offense failed him in game 1. The pitching failed him in game 2. Trying to keep
away. Pitching did not make it happen. They have had the lead for a half an inning of their mode, meaning if they've taken pitches, look for them.
The big game in the second. 2-year-old rookie takes ball 2. Both pitches 2-0 is designed to be, and in center field, Tavares. Sad. Cedric Mullins is certainly due. And John, you were talking about guys
at the first pitch. He has not swung at the first pitch in 9 plays.
Takes down the middle. I mean, it's a weapon that he's got. Is fading. And foul, and it's 0-2.
And you need to shock somebody at some point in this game.
He rocks and fires an 0-2 and misses inside. The worst. He gets a chase on a ball in the dirt.
Fastball. And the height of his fastball, the reason he doesn't have to go north and south with his fastball.
Started to fold that pitch in a few years ago. Anthony Santander jumps on a first pitch curveball.
That's more like it. When you time, here comes the curveball. I'm waiting for it, and gets a base hit.
You was hoping they did carry some of the momentum from that.
He's the next day starting pitch.
Hit and an RBI. Both
almost as if it's a left-handed curveball getting to their back foot.
His 0-2. He'll swing on and miss. And Garvis plugged back in there after hitting the grand slam in game 2. Garcia, Dean Kramer, who's been really good in the biggest games down the stretch.
Yeah, last 2 starts, 11-0, and this is what he's going to do. He's going to blend his zone to be successful.
When you're facing a lineup that is scalding,
that means you've got to establish your, knowing how good they are offensively.
Marcus Semien leading things off, taking a strike. And the Rangers have an out homer. They won with those 11 walks. And here we are with a 3-1. Marcus Semien, 10 home runs to lead side. Kramer caught off by Mountcastle.
All the numbers, you see all the gaudy numbers, but the bottomers, and give them credit, they made them pay.
How about this guy, Johnny? You walks last game.
Yeah, sometimes you can lull the.
Goes after the first pitch as he set the tone for this lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's MVP. Goes for strike first. Here, 1-0 Rangers and strike 1 on Garver. And 0-2 on Garver.
Again, if he stayed healthy.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Garver. Thumb. Those 40 games, he hit .327. Steal in franchise history. Garver sends one way.
And they're going to try to get that target. You can see where that ball ends up. It's nowhere near. It's like a slider that gives up a lot of home runs because of the spin.
Rangers in front
of the world. Going and walking.
Share of home runs during the season, but got a lot better at keeping the ball in the yard as the 0-2. Garcia reaches out base hit. That was part of the game within the game.
And then threw a breaking ball that just kind of not a end of the world pitch.
Evan Carter takes inside ball. 21, 17 times up. Make it 13 out of 8.
Well, they're a confident offense, as you can imagine, and the hitter's eye is good, and of course they play 81.
Star catcher takes ball 1.
What it says on the fence.
Yeah, it travels a little, and it's not just temperature, because it's beautiful to have it cracked open, so they keep the noise in, of which there's been plenty. No, sorry, John, you need to get the Heim on a 2-1 pitch, sends one back on it. He's got room, and that's that for the Rangers. Dip series 1-0 after the first. 0-2. Oh, ball 1. On a 1-2 from Evaldi. Fouls it off, stays alive.
Going right, so they're executing with 2 strikes. They're winning the 2-strike battle.
Right side, Evaldi cuts it off and shovels on to low.
The adrenaline's up, but the reality is you're trying to make it as easy, much damage with nobody out. A lot of their traffic.
Who goes after right to Simeon. 2 up and 2 down. Now I've heard you talk about.
Yeah, and that will do it, right? There's 2 things that can happen. One, the address, and you want to focus and put the hitter away with 2 shots.
41 is just like out of sorts. But Brandon Hyde said his defense quickly 0-2. He goes with the swing. 1, 2, 3. Seager home run. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead. 1 win from the champion. Low. Strike 1.
Beating him. Just like that. And if he gets on last year, he had a really good year, but the last
year. Fastball fouled ooff here. Bottom of the order for the Rangers. You go all season. There just are no breaks. Strikes again. Can he finish him off this time? 2-2.
One way or another with a call that he didn't think.
On this 2-2 low. Leaves a fastball up. Good hit pitch of the at-bat. It'll be a 9th. Had him at 0.
Pitch perfect. He has to keep the game close
here. Another 3-2 to low is popped foul again. On the 10th pitch. Shoots 1 foul.
And that pitch was supposed to never get to the 3-2 count. And then he's fouling off.
11 pitch of the at-bat, sticks for the fastball, and he's laid out.
If you're going to go with a fastball, because he is reading the pitch out there.
Another fastball and another. Bakers does it. Wow. Another 3-2 and another foul ball. This is a 15 pitch. And caught by Hayes, the most impressive line-out base in this game. You just exhausted like 1/6 of those.
Yeah, no.
Brings up a guy who has not been late. Bangs a base hit into left field.
American citizenship, and he's pitching tonight as the war between Israel and Hamas. Clear. He wanted to pitch tonight, but he said the war would be.
Zoan de Leody Taveras in the dirt for ball 1. A hitter than he was a pitcher. He was like 140 pounds. Not drafted. Great reminder to never give up on those dreams.
Simple mechanics.
Home of the 1-2. Pittsburgh has room for out number 2. Drafted by the Dodgers, but came to Baltimore, and the 4 prospects went to Baltimore. One of them panned out. Chase, strike 1. Got the call there.
Got a huge call
with an 0-2.
Oh! Dude, that's
Alfonso Marquez, by the way, typically. Marcus Simeon on this 1-2 from Kramer. Upstairs in the county. Third. On his way to second, Simeon with a hustle double.
Here, I almost couldn't pitch to Seager here with a base open and 2 out. Pitch to Garver and walk. Seager.
8 in this division series in 3 games. Gives him.
Good catch.
The corner.
His breaking ball's
Ben Garver. He does, and it's up, and it was pulled down the line. Garver delivers again.
Pitch selection after you had a breaking ball that already slowed the hitter down. But man, oh man, what a good piece of hitting right there and taking advantage.
And it's been Brandon Hyde to make the walk out there.
Well, again, little things in post.
That was his first opportunity on Sunday. When Bruce
hits, usually you're going to play the next game too.
Right.
But Mateo.
Figured it'd be his first out of the bench if they see a lefty.
But in the postseason, they're backbreakers.
Garcia. What a swing! It's gone!
Get it totally extended. See how that's middle? Garcia and the Rangers do what they do.
That letter high fastball crushes it to left, and again it's 2 outs over the first 1 2/3. Orioles bullpen, and that'll do it for the innings. 7 away from the championship series, and well on their way through 2. Garcia, fan favorite here in Texas, favorite down in that clubhouse too.
Score a lot of runs, and that's what he's got right now. And it's been a long
2 pitch. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Evidently, Joe, Andrew Heaney told Rangers
winning audio mixer is here. I've never been to a Creed concert.
hard to get away from right now. The #1 seeds, with the exception of Houston.
I just don't know that there is a good answer. Evaldi kicks and deals very high.
Great run to the World Series.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's not just the Rangers these days. Henderson. Gunnar Henderson with his 4th hit of this DF.
5 years.
And the Rutschman, another one of the greats. Swept since. And just the cool irony that it's time trying to do so again.
Well, and again,
runner field. Taveras on the move. Edge of the track gets there. Wells came out of the bullpen. Needed just 1. Henderson out. Mullins on. Diving try, but can't.
It's going to look like a total domination, and it hasn't been that way. What? 7 minutes? Yeah. It turns into a 6.
Ball on low, and remember that inning starts
the most fits up. See that high target? Well, he didn't throw it there.
His 2-2 to low is cut on and missed. There's that high fastness. You're probably not winning if your starters only give the count.
He's going to learn from that game. I'm telling you, this is.
Right, tracks it down.
The postseason, they were down 4-0 and came back.
Leody Taveras swings at the first pitch.
Argue that. You see the brackets and Astros lead
2-2. Sticking in the major leagues for the first time. Is to the corner with room. Anthony Santander shoots one just by Ranger in their postseason history.
And it seems like when you are struggling, people.
Good take there on a splitter. 3-1. Here, when it comes to the Orioles, things that they had done well, they were the best down with the exception of giving up a few runs in the 9th inning on Sunday. They know. It's just so hard to.
Because the historic start that the Rays had.
Season as the GM. And he's been empowered. Another 1-2 pitch. Got him with a filthy splitter. Astros and Twins starting at 1 Eastern, followed by on FS1.
So when the new playoff system came out, you know, I was
for 26.
Guess what? Another 2-out hit. Didn't lose much coming into the Baltimore Orioles. If this instead of the only way that it looked like the path.
2. Got him. And Nathan Evaldi, first season in Baltimore, did really exactly what the Orioles signed. Pitching against the top of the order here, Marcus Semien.
Oh!
You know, the John Means injury. Hot shot, but caught by West. MVP chance for Seager, who chases strike 1 to Seager.
Oh! But you could say that.
Another walk for Seager.
And there you're going, and it's valid, but there'd be a little bit different if they didn't make it. You don't have to win 100.
By Westberg, the second one, and Frazier turns it to first.
On the attack.
And even though the agency, it's a liner that's caught in right field by Garcia. And ruining his case in free agency, but he did it anyways.
Wrong.
What base hit.
And changes to get behind the baseball and go downhill.
It's for Frazier. Takes advantage. Due to Frazier. On a second, staggered a little bit and threw to first. With a home run. Tops his first pitch for all those baseball cliches. And comes the throw from Garcia, not in time, and Gunnar Henderson had.
The Baltimore Orioles needed that for their side. It might have been a problem at home plate. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's a good.
And that's who he spent. 1-2. Rutschman fouls it off instead.
Oh, he got his pitch here on the outside part of the plate.
1-2. Pulls a fastball down the line. Seeing what the replay room thinks and read it.
In the playoffs. Get for a swing and a miss. That split.
And at second, Simeon, and he gets Rutschman. Lead. It's postseason Rangers game in this ballpark, which hosted. They love this guy around here.
Yeah, the theme of this game.
2-2 to Garcia. He's down swinging, and Kyle Gibb. Rangers above 6. 2 runs a game over the. Evan Carter muscles this one to short, and champs are chilling for a week. They think that it's the reason.
So maybe that's part of the things that allowed him to kind of.
Mullins is there, and that's the inning. Timing is everything. Good producing, Pete Macheska.
The big shortstop covers some ground.
Team record when it started to 6+ win.
To go 6, 7, 8 innings. And
Ryan Mountcastle. Easy one for Lowe. 2 gone in the 6th.
Starts. They brought him along in the big leagues, and he was struggling.
And him on those rehab starts. Said, hey, you're going to go through it here. So we don't.
April 29th to July 18th. He was not quite right.
1, 2, 3, 6, and that's 6. On the MLB app. Download it today. Ball one strike. Came here to Texas for a year and a half. Big way.
Getting the barrel of the bat to the ball, but we mentioned that 15 pitch at bat. This puts on a display. Fastballs, one over the middle part of the plate, and
on the move to the gap has room.
Unbelievable display in batting practice.
Nathaniel Lowe is a silver slug by Mountcastle. Round number 2. Then it's another.
There's only been 3 leadoff hitters to get 100+ RBI.
A little bit short. Talented, but not quite there.
And this team is 9 outs away as we go to the 7-1. On to the 7th inning. Justin Verlander did it. Evaldi's always a good. Let's get back to the home one thing real quick. You like
series, the year that nobody won a home game. It's his 11th one.
Jeez, how many do, as they say? Full count on Hayes. In Texas, he was around the last time they won the pennant. Ray. Yeah, they can bludgeon as well. Mullins flies out to left.
That would be 0-11 for a division that we all think.
1-2 pitch.
He's similar to what?
Yes, this is 3-2. Now it's for game 1 of the championship series. Yeah.
You know, no.
Yeah, the Rangers fan out there. From Nathan Evaldi. And big game. Call after 7 innings and just 1 run. Clincher in the wild card round. And with Jacob DeGrom. Station was supposed to be why this team was scary. They go out and sign off now, and then what it could be.
Give them maybe an inning. If
Scoots Bryan to left, base hit for Garver.
Of giving them length. And Joe, you talked before about how the old
close, but that's going to allow Bruce
a good decision rather than a guess. This guy's got an unbelievable arm.
I don't imagine it was Ritz-Carlton in Springdale, Arkansas. Otis Chapman getting ready as Carter takes strike 2. Strike 3 call. DL Hall. Dale pinch hitting for Adam Frazier and facing Otis Chapman. How many times have we seen that? Bruce?
Well, tonight's been a pitching to 70%, which is really hard to do.
Two of the World Series in 2001. The only time that a guy is
density and everything that's going on. And
up and Gunnar Henderson. Chapman deals on the corner with 1-0.